about to show you my cutting skills on this onion. Watch out.
Hello guys, my name is Michael, and in today's video I'll be making piononos, Puerto Rican style. This is probably one of my favorite dishes that my parents ever made when I was a kid, and I wish that they were able to make it more. And the whole thing about trying to make a banana wrapped into it like beef, like ground beef, is probably one of my favorite things to eat.
So let's get started. First, put the olive oil inside the pan. Let the olive oil heat up, and then you put the onions that you just cut up into the pan. After making sure that the onions are already grilled, you're gonna go ahead and grab the ground beef and add it into the grill. Now this is probably one of my favorite tools that the wifey has invested in. No more wooden spoon trying to break down the ground beef, and no more metal to metal clings. While that's being cooked, don't forget to like my video, share my video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. The seasonings that I'll be using for today will be the garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and topping it off with some adobo. Also some parsley. For each seasoning except the paprika, I made sure that I use at least 2 teaspoons of the seasoning and just spread it across the whole pan. For the paprika, I only use 1 teaspoon because it would be too spicy for us to enjoy it. Here I'm adding the tomato paste after making sure that the ground beef is cooked through, and also adding the tomato sauces as well. Here I'm adding the bell peppers that I had already had prepped for the side. In today's video I tried to make sure that everything was actually prepped before trying to add into it. I did want to cut the onions so you can actually see my skills. Yeah, okay. Now we'll start prepping the ripe plantains. And one thing I want to mention that I didn't realize was to make sure that the ripe plantains be extra ripe. The softer the texture, the sweeter it is, and it's much enjoyable. These plantains needed more time before cooking them, and I learned the hard way. Make sure you have a muffin tray oiled, so when you go to try to take them out after being baked, it won't actually stick to the bottom, especially since I'm already adding the eggs to the bottom of each of the slots of muffin. This is probably going to be one of my favorite parts, adding the ground beef into the ripe plantains. And you want to make sure that you actually fill enough, not all the way to the top, but at least enough to actually be fulfilling. Because if you fill it up too high, you won't be able to add the eggs on the top. And this is probably where it's going to be needed, because if you was to cook this without the egg on the top, everything will just be like cookies crumbles. Everything is just gonna fall off. Almost forgot to mention, make sure that your oven is preheated at 400 degrees because you will be having to put them inside the oven. Now here you just leave them for about 10 minutes or so to actually make sure that the eggs on top is being cooked. After the 10 minutes, the piononos comes out of the oven, and look at that. Look at that. Trust me, they taste amazing. Now, for presentation purposes, you don't have to add the cilantro, but I did because, I mean, look at that. It needed that cilantro on top. Now that the rice is ready with the beans, it is time. Here is my presentation. It looks a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, it was amazing.
All right, guys, that was it for today. I made the piononos and they looked really, really delicious. I am ready to eat them. Made some rice con habichuela junto, and that's pretty much how my parents taught me how to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestion for my next video for cooking, please leave it in the comments. Leave me a like if you like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Until next time, see you guys. Got the ass, baby. How is it? What? Speak up.